Today we're going to paint some spooky ghost ships. Hi guys, Jonathan from Two Raven Studios. Welcome. I do painting videos, gaming videos, figure reviews, so you don't want to miss out on any of that. Make sure you're subscribed. Today what we're going to do is show you how to paint some ghost effects pretty quickly with an airbrush. I have a client who wanted me to paint these oak and iron ships in a ghost ship theme. I have a Nighthaunts army that I painted a long time ago, so I'm pretty familiar with painting ghosts, but back then I didn't have the fluorescent paints that I have now, so I kind of adapted the technique that I used to paint those to paint these, but with some fluorescent paints so they glow very nicely. So let's grab our airbrush and our fluorescent paints and get right into the painting. So this is going to be a very fast process. Starting from a white primer, we're just going to use the fluorescent lime from Green Stuff World and shade down most of it, leaving kind of the back part of the ship and the top of the sails white. You can go over multiple layers to just give a richer color in certain areas. Then we're going to darken down towards the back of the ship using a mix of Eldritch from P3 and fluorescent blue from Golden Acrylics. I just wanted to put the fluorescent paint in with the Eldritch to just give it a little bit more of that fluorescent shine to it. And you can kind of see here, I'm going over the parts I left white on the back and blending it into the green to give myself a nice transition. So just be careful with this and darken down the areas you want the deeper color. And the parts I left white on the top, I'm just going to paint with Sickly Skin with a little bit of fluorescent white mixed into it from Green Stuff World. Again, we're just highlighting here, kind of the opposite of what we did in the last step. Once you're done this, you could absolutely just call it done and you have a very nice looking ghost effect. I'm just going to use the brush to add some highlights in when I'm finished this. So the first step of highlights is fluorescent lime mixed with some Sickly Skin and just kind of highlighting the midtones a little bit. Just going over most of it, just sharp edges and helping define some detail here. The fluorescent paint is going to make this a little bit transparent as we paint it on, which is going to help give us some nice blends. After that, I'm going to mix some fluorescent white with a pure white paint and repeat the process over a smaller area, just refining those highlights a little bit more. And after this, we are done. Here's a shot of the three ships finished. You can kind of see towards the top of the ships, they're starting to fade away, and towards the back of the ships, they're fading to that darker blue color. On the 360 shot, you can really see how I used the airbrush to add some shading here and there and give it a nice ethereal look. I'm really happy with how these came out. I really like how these turned out. Maybe I'll repaint some of my Nighthaunts, just pump them up a little bit with the fluorescent paints. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments below. But until then, keep on gaming and paint your minis.